DC here. Hi guys. Well, I felt like a bit of a decent vlog today. It's been a few days since my last vid, which was the Martin Luther King, well, should I say parody? I don't know, but I just felt like reading one of his speeches. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, let's see. I'd like first off to thank a few of you who've been on Facebook. Yesterday I made a comment, where I wasn't feeling maybe my usual perky self, but those things happen. I mean, I guess when you're in a position, when you're looking for a job, you have your up and downs. Now, there's always positive things to learn from that. One is, for example, how much you can get out of, I would say, I shouldn't put it that way, how much strength that you can go and get from family and friends. I have had a few comments, but I had a talk with one person on Skype that was really uplifting. I would say the person came and put balm on my soul and really did me a lot of good. I'm checking the lighting here. I don't know if it's that good. Probably not in the best place. Let's see if I move this around. Any better? I've been sitting in one of my son's bedrooms because I just felt like changing rooms. Yeah, a lot of things go on these days, and sometimes things come and you say like, well, are things going to stop? Like the other day, our washing machine overflowed and made a flood in the washroom. So that was interesting times. Luckily, we were able to have it repaired, which meant we won't have to change the washing machine. We didn't need that extra expense right now. I was listening to a radio show this morning, and it clicked because there was a few things that came out, and I thought I'd read what the person said, two little things, and then comment. Because I'm not always quite in agreement with everything, but there are a few things that came out about, I would say, today's world, and also how maybe we should react. So the person took it from an unknown author, he said, we spend more but we have less. We buy more but we enjoy it less. We have bigger houses and smaller families, more conveniences but less time. We've multiplied our possessions but reduced our values. We've learned how to make a living but not a life. We've added years to life but not life to years. We've done larger things but not better things. We have higher income but lower morals. These are times of steep profits and shallow relationships. These are days of fancier houses but broken homes. It is the time when there is much in the show window but nothing in the stockroom. Well, now the person went on and was chatting about how that was related to today's world. And albeit that I would say that there's a lot that's related to today's world, I think if we really look into it, it's been like that for many, many years. I would not say that we are unique in having shallow values. Maybe actually, if anything, I sometimes wonder if even though today's world is difficult, is hard, and shows very much, I would say, a heartless side to business, wasn't that always there? I mean, there's a certain amount of, I would say, hypocrisy that remains, but somehow I'm wondering if the veneer of society being thinner doesn't actually show people really as they are. And is that worse? Maybe not. I'm looking at my picture here, I'm like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. One side's dark and one side's light. That's probably the way I am. Let me see. Okay. No, I can't just show you the dark side. You see where I'm getting at, though, is that if you remove the veneer of hypocrisy, you have something that's the shining view of truth. You don't have these two colors like I have right now on my face. So, might seem harder at first, but you know what you've got to deal with. And that may be as good as well, to know what you have to deal with. I think that when we're all in situations of uncertainty, that is what gets to us. Not knowing what you have to deal with. Nevertheless, when I heard that, I thought, oh, I want to write this down. I want to write this down because there's things for thought here. There's really things that can help me, to look at my own person, pinpoint what I want to change, and maybe what I want to improve. Is the world worse now than it was? It's different. Not an answer? I think it is. It's different. Some things are better, some things are worse. Sum it out. He had another little thing I found kind of funny. It was a little parable called The Monkey's Fist. And it was that native tribes would catch monkeys by hollowing out coconuts. They'd fill them with bait, tether them to the trees. And, well, to make a story short, is that when the monkey would put his hand into the small opening, he'd grab the bait. And he'd go from a short hand into a fist and couldn't pull it out and was caught. And because he didn't want to let go of the bait, he was trapped. And there is something there once again for all of us. At least I got a lesson out of it. Is that fist can trap you sometimes when you want it all. Sometimes you have to be happy with less. A lot of learning. At least I'm learning a lot these days. And I think when you learn things, you realize how much you don't know. And that's the whole lesson of life, isn't it? I guess it's like how much do you know and how much you don't know. And it makes a nice experience. Yeah, it does. I was watching a vid this morning. It was Palmolive Soap. Who we'd sent him a box, and I was really happy for the baby. Actually, I was really happy to see them open it. And he had sent me a Skype message last week, or it was early last week, saying the box is there. And I was just getting ready to make a vid, a rant against our post office system, because it took like over a month for him to get it. And I thought, once again, for those of you who know, I'm not going to get into the story, but I've lost quite a few packages in the post in the last year and a half. And I thought, oh no, not again, and not this one, But no, it just shows once again, learn to be patient, learn maybe also to, turn your tongue around a few times in your mouth before chatting. You might say things that you have to take back. Yeah. I can see the time going on as usual. And I will, I guess I'll stop here. I probably got a few other silly vids in my head that are coming up, kind of balance out this, the vlogging mood and everything. But anyway, guys, I'd like to say, YouTube and the people we're with, fantastic community. And I love you guys. I love you guys all. Okay, DC's going to be signing off. Take care. Another